Oh yeah, boo boo.
We are back, baby. Through the power of community and millions in student loans, we rebuilt the Bong and Blintz studios after the tragic events that unfolded last week. Cam is fine, and he will be performing at the variety show on the 28th of August at the Pont City Market. Roll Call Theater, that is. And you guys will all be there, I'm sure, because you're just such huge fans of us and you're so dedicated and loyal, and I love you for that, and I want to kiss you. And we have a fantastic show today. It's going to be so great. I know you're going to love it. We have some great guests. We got a wrestling star, Brock Rangoon. It's just going to be wild. He's a crazy guy. He's fantastic. Big personality. You're going to love him. We also have a mystery guest, which is very exciting. I don't even know who or what perhaps our mystery guest is today. So that's going to be something to look forward to. Of course, as always, we got music, we got games, and we got jokes. So you better stick around. We'll be right back with that monologue. All right. Yeah. It's good to see you guys. We're gonna have a really good time. All right, shut the fuck up. Great, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna start off with Polish Olympic javelin thrower, as I like to call her, Caveman Cupid, Maria Andrzejczyk, has struck the heart of an 8-year-old boy. Now, hang on a minute. Get your mind out of the gutter, all right? She's auctioning off her silver medal to pay for his necessary heart surgery, okay? It's one of those feel-good stories that makes me wonder why I keep giving money to Eastern European women and not the other way around. It's another reminder of my many wasted expenditures. But I may be in luck, however. I hear there's a certain Melania on the look for a new life. Apparently she's willing to offer 3 nickels and a statue of William Henry Harrison that she stole from the White House for a new family to take her in. It's all she has left after Donnie bet all of her earnings on a game of golf against OJ, and OnlyFans shut down her only source of income. I'm sure you guys have heard plenty about it by now. OnlyFans is making like Disney Junior and banning sexually explicit content, even though they know they can't survive without Miley Cyrus. You have to understand, she's got the best of both worlds. Really talented, that one. You know it's bad for OnlyFans when they've disenfranchised their talent more than the NCAA, whose athletes now, thanks to the new rules, can actually profit off their name, image, and likeness. Rumor has it, yes. Big applause for that. Rumor has it, with OnlyFans out of the game, adult website Cam Soda has jumped in, looking to make deals with these student athletes. This must be tremendous news for 7-foot center Kofi Cockburn, who I bet is rolling in the dough after deciding to return to Illinois. Moving on to the big story of the week, it was just announced that the FDA has fully approved the Pfizer vaccine. Yay! Yeah, it's big news, but it has left anti-vaxxers reeling, now having to cross that excuse off the list. I think they're down to magnets and the dog ate my homework. God forbid they get to the latter. What's interesting, though, is that many anti-vaxxers have been scarfing down Kraft singles over the years, but the FDA still insists they cannot legally be called cheese. In America, I won't lie to you, I too have lived on the edge. I've made plenty of cheeseburgers with 51% cheesy goodness, and 49% I have no idea. Maybe porcupine urine, jellyfish intestine, perhaps Tom Cruise's blood sacrifice that they acquired at last week's Scientology barbecue. Whatever it is, it's in me now, and it's got my arteries saying, "I'm dying, but you better chuck another one on the slab for me." And they really got a problem. Anyway, in other news, executive producer turned host and runner-up for most famous Mike Richards. He's number 2, that is. Mike Richards made headlines after selecting himself to become the next host of Jeopardy and then stepping down almost immediately, making me say, I'll take a blind asshole on TV for 200. Who is Mike Richards? Ding, ding, ding. No, seriously, I'm asking. He's just so forgettable. Big Bang Theory, Mayim Bialik is now set to take over, keeping the seat warm for young Sheldon. I say just give the job to Rudy Giuliani and be done with it. If it doesn't work out, you'll be hard-pressed to find anyone more problematic. Rudy even makes Jake Paul look good by proxy. Plus, this would at least get him off Cameo. I can't stand the temptation to go on there and have the People's Gardener plug his favorite Philly bookshop. And if not Rudy, I'm under the impression that every game show has a standing order to gobble up Wayne Brady. He's just so fun, you know? And that goes for this show as well. If you're watching, Wayne, it's a host job, it's improv, what else could you want? It's made for you. I hope to see you soon, buddy. And finally, California's recall election is coming up. It's coming down to the wire as well, with an odd system forcing Gavin Newsom to really sweat out the results. The way it works is that Newsom has to retain a majority, meaning with no runoff, if he doesn't reach 50%, the candidate with the next highest vote count will become governor. This apparently is the way that the Washington football team has handled the naming of their squad over the past couple of years. And, you know, all we got to do is break that threshold and Washington CKs, here we come. Apparently Louis has a big influence in the region. You know, this election does carry a lot of weight. However, with governor having the ability to appoint a new senator in the event of a resignation or unfortunate death, which means in theory, with Larry Elder winning, we could have Stacey Dash as the next senator in California. I, for one, think she's clueless. Nope. Okay. I'll leave you guys on that shitty pun. We have a great show, but first a word from our sponsor.
Woo! In a world where no one has eyes, who's watching your children? This summer, comedian Rocko Smalls gets serious and I can't see you. Oh, gee, I bumped into you again. I give you a hand, but I just lost the eyes. I think I'll hang on to what I got. For action. Has anybody seen my toothbrush? Oh, never mind. For drama. Somebody help me. I think I burned my grilled cheese. For suspense. I've never loved like this before. Nilla wafer. Don't miss out, July 22nd. I'll see you there. EYE.
Oh yeah, boo-boo.
Well, this is a lovely surprise. We have a caller on the show. He's on line 3. Caller.
Yeah. Can you hear me over there? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, Art Leo, Penny Saver, Grappler's Corner. I heard Brock Rangoon is on the air. I would love to have the opportunity to speak with him.
He's right here. Brock Rangoon speaking.
Oh, Brock, big fan. You've been gracing the pages of the Penny Saver for years now. I just can't tell you what an honor this is.
It's my favorite newspaper as well.
Beautiful. I love a fellow Saver. Hey, Brock, if you got a moment, I think some of our fans would like to dive a little deeper into some of your past history. You started as a high school student. Can you shed a little light how you got into the wrestling arena that early?
Actually, it was interesting. I started as a kindergartner, and then I worked my way up as a high schooler, and eventually I graduated, which I'm very proud of. But I did wrestle in high school. I played a lot of sports. My strong suit was mathematics. A lot of people don't know that.
That's interesting. You skipped right from kindergarten to high school. That was a fascinating part of your story that a lot of people don't know. You were very bright for your, not age, I'd like to say, but region of the country, we'll call it.
That's right. I was the number 1 student in the state of Missouri.
State of Missouri, the show me state.
That's
if,
right.
If I've got that right. I used to call it the cornflower state, but that was completely wrong. I was very embarrassed with that.
Yeah, if you come up to St. Louis and you say some of that, you're gonna get your head spun. That's just the way it goes around here.
It's a tough town. I got to appreciate that. So you've been looking for your big break, and it looks like you're going to join the big leagues now, based almost entirely on your last grapple, let's call it, against the Ferdinand the Bull. Just an epic tale. Can you give it to us from your viewpoint?
That's right. Del Toro, as I'll call him. He's a good friend of mine. I have had lots of relationships with animals over the years, but this one's a little bit more special. I've been wrestling against him and working out and seeing how I can improve, but he's just so strong. And last time I had a run-in, and it was nationally televised, of course, in the minor league wrestling circuit. And he just really kicked my ass, but they seemed to love it in the stands, and it was really a big break for me.
Well, what was most unusual is that Ferdinand the Bull is actually a bull.
Right, exactly. And I had wrestled sheep before, and I thought it would be a similar experience, but alas, it was not. And I had experienced a lot of trauma, and I'm actually just recovered and ready to go. And we're scheduling the rematch for next Tuesday at the Missouri Microplex.
Yeah, bulls are a lot tougher than sheep, I've heard. And the whole sheep situation was something that I had heard you also had to pay attorneys to make go away.
Yeah, it was not a great life for me, especially considering I am the lieutenant governor of Missouri, and my name was all over the pages, actually your pages, and not in a great way, but I appreciate how you guys helped me out there and, tone down the coverage on that one.
No, we always appreciate a go-getter. Now, your match with Ferdinand, what a lot of people don't understand is to get those bulls upset, it's kind of like bullfighting. They tie big ropes around the testicles, yank them, and send them into the ring with you.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that either, because they said to level the playing field, they had to do it to me. And I was very upset, but not nearly as upset as Del Toro. I
would imagine. Plus, though, they use smaller ropes on you, I would imagine.
Much smaller ropes, much thinner ropes, but I did have quite the burn afterwards. My children will be stopping at 17. I just had my 17th last year, and I guess I will not be having any more after the last fight.
Well, we all in the wrestling world appreciate the ones you do have, and hopefully they've got some of that blood that you've passed down. Now, after your lengthy hospital stay, after the Ferdinand match, you were signed immediately to the big leagues. I don't know. What are we talking? WWE, WF, WI, JK? What do you got going there?
I'm in the World Wrestling Federation of Missouri Wrestlers. It's quite a, long acronym, but that's the way it goes. I don't know what they need world for, considering it's only Missouri, but it's the World Wrestling Federation of Wrestlers inside of Missouri.
Right. That acronym I can't even begin to tackle. As your job as lieutenant governor, does that ever cross boundaries with what you've got going on in the ring?
Well, occasionally I'll get confused and break a chair over a head of one of my constituents, and they get very upset. But, the easy way to deal with that is you take a picture with them and you send them on their merry way and you sign it. They're very happy.
Oh, right. Broken legs, broken teeth. It's all the same thing.
Right. I did get in a little grapple with the governor of Missouri, a good friend of mine, Dan Felks. And, we may not agree on every issue, but we can agree that wrestling is for awesome dudes.
Absolutely. One of the most fascinating things we found is that in order to handle the local COVID problem there, with very few people in Missouri getting vaccinated, you've made an all-COVID wrestling union, and all fans have to have COVID to attend. Can you Enlighten me about that.
It's a very special situation, a really unique opportunity. We were chain smoking is how it got started, and we thought, wow, we all got it now. We might as well just stay together. And it's really been wonderful to see the support we've received from the community, and everybody's now getting COVID together, and it's a good time, and we're just loving it.
Yes, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, you can come down to the Missouri Microplex and we'll be giving out COVID in little vials and you can stick yourself with it. And we're all having a great time down there if you want to come. That'll be next weekend.
Next weekend. I'm going to check my schedule, but I do believe there's something going on. But I will be watching you via television. There's no doubt about that. Can you get into your next opponent for me?
Right. Well, okay. So I decided that I'm going to stick with the realm of animals. And because of my gambling problems, I've been in the cockfighting rings around in the area. And I thought, what better way to get back at those bastards than to take them on head to head? So I will be fighting Danilo Gallinari. And that's just a name, it's based on a basketball player, but he is in fact a cock.
He is a cock. You're fighting how many cocks at once?
There's going to be like 6 or 7, and they're all just going to be jumping at me, shooting, in my face and whatnot, and I'll just have to take them on, but I'm going to do it with my bare hands. If I have to take on 20 cocks, I'll take them all.
20 cocks at once, in the face. A man among men, truly you are.
That's absolutely right. What other man would have the toughness and the mental strength to deal with that? I don't think you'll find one.
Plus your legendary core, which I'm sure will help you out.
That's right. My core strength and all of that is world class.
World class, Brock. There's no doubt. Now, after the cockfight, you've got a few things you have to take care legislatively. Can you give me some idea of what some of the things you're planning for Missouri in the future as the lieutenant governor?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because we are putting in a new mandate for all schools. It's to have a wrestling ring within some part of the campus. It's going to be a great new piece of legislation. We have the support of the entire community, and I think we really could save a lot of lives here. There's a lot of kids that are getting involved in different kinds of things in their youth, and we want to keep them out of the streets and in the ring. It's a great program.
I had heard way too many kids getting into education there. You've got to stop that, nip it in the bud.
That's right. Me almost went off the rails and got into mathematics because I had a strength in it, but my mama made me realize, boy, Brock, you're better than that, and you got a future ahead of you, so don't waste it in school. Get out of school, get in the ring, and get ready to go. I'm almost parlaying this minor league success into a major league superstardom. I'm taking on The Rock next weekend, but we're not promoting it because, if I get seriously injured or whatnot, it could be a problem.
Right. I do remember that your original nickname, what was it? The King of Addition, I believe it was.
That's right. And, we played around with it for a while. We got to the King of Addition, and I was taking on the King of Sedition, and he was, from Texas, and he kicked my ass. So I realized I had to get my head in the game and out of the clouds, because it's really a fantasy. There are no mathematicians out there. There are wrestlers, and they're real Americans. I couldn't let myself get bogged down in the minutia.
No, minutia is something most of us can't even spell. Have you ever actually won a match? Because it seems like you've gotten your ass kicked by quite a few other wrestlers and various animals.
Right. I do have an 0-17 record, but that's only because I'm a heel. People love to hate me. Soon enough, though, I'm gonna get on. I'm telling you, come next Sunday, these cocks are going down. I'll tell you that much. Or I won't be going down on these cocks. You can quote me on that.
You don't win. I just got to say, 17 matches over 25 years. It's been tough to get booked, huh, Brock?
it is difficult, especially with my day job getting in the way. And that's why I'd like to announce on this podcast that as of 2022, I will be resigning from my position as Lieutenant Governor. You hear it here, folks.
Heard it here first on the Penny Saver of the air. Well, Brock, I could ask you questions all night, but I still have a prepaid phone, and it's going to tick out on me here anytime. But I'd like to appreciate you for very much from the Penny Saver peoples.
Thank you so much, Art, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Arrivederci. Good luck with those cocks, Brock.
Take care.
Wow, that was a wild interview. You heard it here first, folks. Brock Rangoon's going to be stepping down from his lieutenant gubernatorial position to focus on wrestling. You can catch the tell-all interview on the Penny Saver, but it was great to have that here in the studio. Next up, we have something very fun. We're going to do an improvised song. Now, I talk a lot about improv on the show. You're going to get a little look in and see how it goes. So I'm going to bring somebody on, and the way it works is they're going to give me a suggestion and a genre, and I'm going to play it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I got my guitar, got all my instruments here, and we're going to see how this goes. So if I can get someone from the audience... Yeah, in the back. What's your name?
Hey, my name is Bobby.
Where are you from?
Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Is that a real place?
Yep, right on the Cape. You know how it is.
All right. Well, what kind of song would you like to hear?
Christian rock.
All right, it's gonna be Christian rock, and about what?
Fornicating.
Very good. Thank you, Bob. Fornicating, thinking about Jesus in the dark, and our friends were waiting. They were waiting for the movie to start. Watching the Godspell on TV, watching with our family. But we were too busy having our fingers in places they shouldn't be. I know God was mad at me that day. I shouldn't have been fornicating near my family. No, that was my mistake. It's a guitar solo. One last time. Jesus told me no more fornicating in my family. All right, that was awesome. Now we got one more. And, yes, you, sir. What's your name?
Robbie.
Robbie. Oh, we got a Bobby, now we got a Robbie. And where are you from?
Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Oh, they're identical twins, folks. This is Robbie and Bobby from Sandwich. Weird that it worked out that way, but, yeah, give me a genre.
Folk.
Folk music. And what is your suggestion?
EDM.
Awesome. Well, that's two genres. So you want a folk song about EDM, is that right?
Yes, sirree.
Very good. Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. There was a party going on downtown in the rain. Everybody in town was was there but me. They were going crazy. They were getting freaky. It was EDM in the city. It was EDM in the city. The lights were flashing, the music loud. Everybody there floating high on a cloud. The drugs going round, people all in town. They were getting crazy watching the EDM. Yeah, hey now. All right. A lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for hanging around for that segment. It was our musical improv game. Maybe it'll be back, maybe it won't. I don't know. Depends on how much you guys like it. But we are going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with Rocko Smalls, a stand-up comedian and movie star who you can see in I Can't See You. He won't be able to see you, but you can see him. So that's going to be Rocko Smalls, and we'll be right back after this.
Oh yeah, boo-boo.
We're back. We did it. We made it. We're still here. Hope you are. We'll have to see after the show. But yeah, Rocko Smalls is here. He's a stand-up comedian, so I'm told. And apparently, I'm just finding out that he has never done stand-up before. You've seen him in movies. You'll see him in the upcoming movie I Can't See You. And you'll see him, but he won't see you because he doesn't have eyes. That's crazy. Wow. But we are honored to have you here. Rocko, please. How you's doing? It's Rocko Smalls. And I'm so excited to be here. How you folks doing at home? All right, wrong. Yeah, it's good to be here. First thing you gotta know about me, I'm a trisexual, okay? That to let you know, that means that I'm into men, I'm into women, and I'm into animals. I'm just kidding. I love animals, but not like that. Love animals, not like that. I'm into inanimate objects and foods of that nature that look like women, that are dressed like women. So that's me. Off the top, Rocko Smalls. Rocko Smalls. I like to say my name. I like to restate it every now and again, and I think most people do that, right? They go, "I'm Steve Smith," but that's me. I'm Rocko. How you's doing? I was raised a Catholic. How many of you out there were raised a Catholic? I don't see any hands. All right, it's a very Jewish crowd. You can tell right off the top. I was raised a Catholic, and I don't subscribe to that kind of stuff now, but I'll tell you, I had a favorite story in the Bible, okay? That Eve chick, oh man, she was smoking ribs, baby back, juicy, thick, full St. Louis Seto ribs. Man, I could go for some of that right now. Oh, Maron, that's me, Rocko Smalls. And anyway, I must admit, I never read the Bible, per se, I was misplaced my reading glasses back in school, and I got to get out of that. But, I'm waiting for the movie to come out, and when it does, I'll be on top of that. I'll be watching the Bible. I'll be the first dude in the seats. Rocko Smalls at the theater on the small screen, but you could see Rocko Smalls on the big screen. That's right. I plug my films during my stand-up sets. That's something that you're not gonna see in a lot of places. That's fantastic. I'm Rocko Smalls, but you already know that. Another thing about me, alright? I work at a swimming pool. Anybody work at a swimming pool? I see lots of hands. Now, it's not like a Chad situation, okay? You gotta understand. When I work at the swimming pool, okay, I'm not chasing after ladies or men or food dressed as ladies. I'm not doing none of that. I'm doing serious work. I work at a children's pool, and every day I gotta pull about 8 Three Musketeers out of the pool, okay? We're talking fresh duties, Caddyshack special. You know, it's hard work. It's hard work to be Rocko Smalls. And a lot of people, you know, growing up, my name's Rocko, right? So they called me the Rock Man. But now they just call me the Spice Man, which is interesting because Sean Spicer was around, so I had to change it back, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, they call me the Rock Man. So I'm telling you this because I was a big fan of the Dice Man, right? Andrew Dice Clay, hickory dickory fucking doc, what's it to ya? That was an inspiration of mine. And as a trisexual man, I gotta tell you, you know, the Dice Man Comet, that was his big show. The Dice Man Comet, how about the Rock Man Receive It? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I've been Rocko Smalls. I'm thrice divorced, but, you know, that's not really important. And, God bless you, even though I don't believe in that anymore. Oh, one thing before I go, I gotta talk about my penis. Now, I got into an accident a couple of years back. It was not great. I was in the lasagna, and you know, it's like one of those things, and they're like, he's in the lasagna, you know, and it was like they made a movie based off of me. They didn't ask me to play myself in it though. Anyway, I was in the lasagna, got third-degree burns. I looked like a hairless turkey. It was disgusting. Another thing about it, just because I know you guys were dying to know, I got in a boating accident a couple of years back, and now I'm big and flaccid, so get that image out of your mind. Alright, I've been Rocko Smalls. Thank you so much for having me. Alright.
Oh yeah, boo-boo.
All right, we're back, and that last bit was not great. We thought it would be a good idea to have a bombing comedian on, and then we realized, oh shit, he's gonna bomb. So at least it wasn't like Big Shaq last week, but we apologize to the viewers at home for Rocko Smalls. Anyway, we do have a mystery guest, and he's about to come out in just a second. So everybody give it up for nobody knows who. All right. Hello. My name is Dirk, and I have a jogging show on TV. Oh my God, wow, Dirk as in Dirk Scheinschwarz? Yes, it's Dirk Scheinschwarz, and I'm here to talk about my jogging show. Yeah, go ahead. Everybody give him a hand. Yeah, my name is Dirk Schweinschwarz, and I'm on QNC on German radio. It's a radio show, but it's about jogging, and everybody gets very excited. Yeah, that's awesome, Dirk. I couldn't think of one reason why a jogging radio show wouldn't be great. Yeah, it's great. We bring out the children, you know. In America, there is, you know, how do you say, a lot of fat children. And in Germany, you know, we're not as fat. So instead of 3,000 cooking shows, we have a jogging show for the children. And we run around, and there's like foxes and stuff in the woods, and we just have a great time. Wow, that's awesome, Dirk. Well, it's good to have you, but it's also very strange that our mystery guest is someone of such a low profile. Yeah. They told me this was the biggest radio program in the United States, so I came on to talk about my jogging show and thought that I could get some, drum up some publicity and come over and maybe have a 1 or 2 bites of child flesh. Whoa. I'm sorry, you said child flesh? Yeah, that's right. In Germany, it's not uncommon, like you would eat maybe a goat or a child, which is a goat, also like a kid, but also a child. And, we don't eat the whole child, but we use the whole child, Huh? Yeah, we eat, only the fleshy parts, but the other parts are, reused and recycled, and a lot of the child goes to Angela Merkel's house, and she uses them to build statues and government buildings. Wow, so you guys, that's really great, very eco-friendly of you in Germany. Where by chance do you get these children? Oh, we find the homeless children or the suffering children who are not doing as well in school, and we bring them down to the station and say, it's time to be eaten, and they understand that their purpose will be better served in the community as a light pole or a traffic light or a pebble. A pebble? I don't even want to know how you go about turning a child into a pebble. This sounds really awful, Dirk. I gotta say, I'm kind of concerned that you're here. Why don't you just tell me about your jogging show instead? I really wish you hadn't brought up the whole child thing. It's making me very uncomfortable. Oh yeah, okay, right, we come on, we do the jogging show, everybody's very excited, we're jogging in the community, and we might, that's really the show. I cannot talk about the children because it's a child show. Wait a minute, so this show is marketed towards children that you then eat, or it's just for the kids that you don't? Well, it's a little combination of both. We want to butter some of them up, but some of them we want to turn into, genetic freaks and superstars like Mo Wagner. you know Mo Wagner? Yes, I coached him in everything in jogging, and we played basketball together. My name's Dirk. And there's a famous Dirk Nowitzki's basketball player. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I know Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, and he, he's a big friend of mine. And when I say big, I don't mean just tall. He's a big friend of mine. And occasionally, every half hour, every 2.5 hours, we will convene and get together. Wow, you guys are very close then. Yeah, we see each other often. We don't sleep. We charge in the wall so we can talk. Is that a German thing, or is that just you guys? Well, in Germany we have learned to use all of our resources, so we never have to sleep anymore. And we plug into the wall and we use, child saliva to fuel us. And again, with the child thing, I'm really not digging this, Dirk. Well, it's just a part of German culture, and if you can't appreciate that, then I don't have much more to say. Okay, fine. That, fair. Look, it's really hard not to talk about it. If you just want to talk about it, that's fine. Oh, great. We power the subway with urine. Okay, maybe don't go there. Look, you're sending me a lot of mixed messages, and it's just a fun jogging time is what I do. We jog around the block and around the community,
And occasionally we meet up with my good friend Arnold. Wait, Schwarzenegger? You know him? Yes, Arnold. We're very good friends, and he's Austrian and I'm German, so there's a little bit of a rivalry going on there. But it's all in good fun, and him and I will go and we'll have a child sandwich at the pub together. And it's just a great time. We go jogging often in the community, and we watch the leaves change, and we have a great time. Okay, well, Dirk, it was very strange having you. I don't know what any of that was. I'm very confused, but in lieu of what might happen, this show could get shut down. There's a lot talked about today. I just want to address you guys and say I am going to get to the bottom of this, and I want you to know that no children were consumed on the set. Well, actually, forget that, Dirk. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys next week. Wow, that was really rough. You can see Rocko Smalls in his new movie, I Can't See You. That'll be out very soon. And you can see me next week, next Tuesday. I'm going to get out of here. See you guys.